Welcome back. We're keeping it warm, we're keeping it positive. Today, a very special guest joins us, the proud owner of Tamega Nutritional Restaurant, which is dedicated to serving nutritious and wholesome meals. As we explore the importance of eating well, we will dive into why breakfast is essential, how water supports our bodies, and what types of food help us stay healthy, especially during the winter season. Let us welcome our guest, Madame Albertina Shikongo, as we discover how food can be both healing and energizing. Very good morning and a warm welcome to you, Madame.
Good morning, sir.
Are you well?
I'm fine.
What inspired you to start Tamega Nutritional Restaurant?
What inspired me to start Tamega Nutrition Restaurant, it was because of my health. As I was a police officer, I was an investigator, I was very busy, and when I fell pregnant, it was hardly for me to eat because I used to work for internal investigations, and the job was it was very hectic for me. So now, on the process of eating, there was never a doctor or neither a dietitian who told me what I should eat. So I was just eating on my own. And then when I went to give birth, it was very complicated. So when I met somebody who told me about nutrition, I was very shocked on my own because I wanted to find out the right food that I should eat. And that's what inspired me to do a business.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Now,
very
we are
much.
told that breakfast is very important. Do you believe that it is very important? If yes, what are you recommending that we eat for breakfast?
Breakfast is very important because the body consists of 7 organs. Let me just break it down in short, which is the brain, the heart. But mostly what we do, we are more taking care of our skin. If you can see, like now it's winter. Skin is just the largest organ of the body, but got nothing to do with our health. One thing about skin is very selfish. It want to be bathed, you want to apply lotion, you want to dress, you want to feel good. But then what about the brain that is working? What about the heart? What about the gallbladder? What about the intestine? So now what happened to the breakfast is important because the body has 2 fats. The first one is a bad fat, which the doctor called cholesterol. Me, I call it a bad fat because when you say it's a bad fat, people will understand and they want to do something on it. And then the body also consists of the healthy fat. The healthy fat works in the body immediately when you wake up. So when you wake up, before you take care of your skin, you need to eat breakfast. So what the healthy fat does, it fights against the disease that enter in the body. So if you don't eat breakfast, then the body will be overtaken by bad fat. And the bad fat is the one that allows the body to get sick. So you need to eat immediately when you wake up so that the brain, the heart, and all organs of the body inside can start working. So breakfast is the most, as we all know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, because it prevents our body from sickness.
And what you're recommending is a slice of cake, a good idea. Would you recommend muesli instead or some cereal? What is best for breakfast?
Okay, like in Namibia is a different country. As we all know that we are in a desert. So we have different type of food when it comes to breakfast according to the region. So you can't change people where they are staying when it comes to food. So let me say, like I'm a Vambo, our food is mostly like Washikundu. The Herero, they are having milk. The Damara, they have tea. So we eat food according to our tribe because you can't tell a Herero person to eat like Omahango. So breakfast is actually
Why
based...
not?
No. What I'm saying, you can't change people according to the region where they are staying because each region have its own food.
But we all stay here in Windhoek.
No, but we're not talking about Windhoek. We're talking about the region. So when it comes to breakfast like me, like let me say like this one we call it ice bean. This one I make fat cake and bread.
For breakfast?
For breakfast. So this one is more good for proteins. And then I also
Are those beans?
Yeah, these are beans. We turn it to bread and breakfast. Bread and fat cakes. The other one is called Durham wheat. That was a product that was brought by the founding president. And it's a Namibian product, but what makes me very angry, it's not known to Namibians. So this one, we can make it as a soft porridge, which we call okatete. So different type of foods we can turn to breakfast. Like this one is also make me feel very bad. This one is called, before it was karembezi rice. We can also make it as a soft porridge.
For breakfast?
For breakfast. So this one, also, you only need to use milk on it. So, but now we are buying it in Tanzania because, you know, in Namibia, people were struggling how to cook it. So the government does not produce it anymore. So now we are buying it in Tanzania. They call it Tanzanian rice. So all these things, we can turn it to a soft porridge because breakfast must be anything that is liquid. Not only cereal, but anything that you can do, but make sure, because the body is just wake up, so it needs something that is liquid.
What about some proteins?
Okay, like proteins come from beans. There are different types of protein. It comes from bean. Like me, mostly people that are sick or people that are affected with disease, I normally make like carrots, apple, I put it in the juice, and then I give them to drink. Because breakfast, the body doesn't need a lot of digestion. It just needs something that is liquid.
Mm. And if you have porridge for breakfast, it doesn't make you lazy?
It's, okay, when the body, whatever you are eating, and the body is telling you that I'm tired, make sure that the body says I'm full, but there's no nutrient on it. Let me say like maize, I don't want to mention like maize meal. If you eat it, you feel tired. So the body is telling you that there's something missing on that thing. So that's why I need to give them food that doesn't make you tired. If I give you puff puff, for example, we have our own fat cake, which called puff puff. That one we make it with egg and milk. You don't put water, you don't put yeast, so it doesn't make you tired. It doesn't make you tired.
Very well.
Anything the body said I'm tired, it's a question mark that the body is telling you I'm full, but what you feed me is not good.
You mentioned oshikundu earlier.
Yeah.
I'd like us to speak a bit about water. Is water good? And if yes, how much of it?
Water is 100% good in the body, but remember, water is good and water is bad. Water needs to be according to, when you are a man, the water is different from the body of a woman. Children also, the water is different. You need to understand how much water does your body have. So let me say like, with God, I normally refer my business to Isaiah 55 verse 2, which says, what do you spend money on unnecessary? Eat what is good and let your soul delight it. So when it comes to water, God is angry when we are buying water, especially this water that we are buying is too light. It doesn't absorb in the body. So the best water is tap water. So water is different in your body. Let me say men, they need more water. Children, they need more water.
And how much water do men need?
Okay, like men, they need 70 to 80%. How to absorb water is, you can't drink the whole 2 liters per day. I think I've seen a bottle of water. I want to demonstrate on you. So the best way of water observing is a 250 milliliter. So you need to drink water slowly, 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 slowly. Think about somebody in the hospital who cannot move. How does the water drip goes in the body? It's chup, 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 chup.
Madam Shikongo, but in some jurisdictions, you could pass away by drinking water from the tap. Tap water is dangerous.
No. Tap water is the best. Like to my business, I have a scale which we need to know about your body. We don't look at disease, just an eating plan scale. But most of my customers who come, who drink mineral water or who drink water that they are buying, it doesn't show in the body. So tap water is the best. The only thing is that
I'm saying if the water source is contaminated, and that's where the tap water emanates from, and you consume that, you run the risk of dying.
Let me just be honest with you.
Please be.
Yeah, let me just be honest with you. Namibia is a very difficult country. That's why you hardly see people selling water in the street. We don't compare, okay, we are all African. If you look at Zambia, look at Congolese, look at Nigerian, they sell water in the plastic. So when it's come to our tap water, that is NAM water, the only dangerous on that water is that when you travel and you are not opening the tap, you understand? So that's why when you travel, you need to open it and let it flush it out a bit. But that tap water that we are drinking from the tap, I don't know why they are putting it, but it's 100% good to the body.
And you said you have a device that detects the tap water if we drink it, but if we drink water from a bottle that we buy, it's not detected.
Yeah, my scale, I have a scale to know about your body, and it shows your eating plan, the healthy fat, the bad fat, how old is your body inside, and your eating plan, and also water. So meaning that whenever you drink the water that you are buying, it doesn't absorb. You understand? There was a Chinese who was telling me that, Albertina, the problem of this water is it's too light. So when you buy the water, you need to add like cucumbers, parsley. You need to put some vegetable to add more value. But the tap water is the best.
Very well. Which are the warm, nutritious meals that we can serve during winter?
Okay, as I said, our country is different when it comes to food. We need to eat according to the season. Like, if you look at November, December, January, we're mostly having okra. Okra is a magnet that detects disease in the body. So in winter, you can't find okra. So now, like in this winter now, we have food like vitamin C. If you are sick, they'll tell you like they are giving you those human booster of vitamin C. But to us, we give you like tangerina. Tangerina is nakis. So when it's come to winter, we have winter food. Like butternut, you make soup. Vegetable, you make soup. Winter, you need more vegetable, which will tend to a liquid. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is, like, if you see now, everywhere it's cabbage. It's a season for cabbage. You hardly find spinach or we call it kovi. Kovi is like 5 leaves. So our weather is giving us food according to the season. So that's why we need to eat what the season provides. Like now it's a season for cabbage, carrots, butternut, beetroot. So whatever the farmers are producing this season, we need to put it in our body. Because when we enter to summer again, it's giving us another food again.
Very well.
Yeah. So we eat according to the season.
I've not heard you mention meat, and I'm devastated.
Okay, when it comes to meat, especially in my country here, people eat too much meat. Meat is actually not a bad thing, because especially when it comes to men, you don't go on period, your body needs blood. But what happens, people are more eating dry meat, which is giving the digestion a lot of work. So if you go to Kapana, mostly, you see just meat, spice, meat, spice. So digestion will become very weak, do you understand? So meat, it has to be like, I do pepper soup. Pepper soup is just a soup with different type of meat, but in a liquid way. So you can make meat as a soup. We can cook it in a different way. We need to travel and see how people are eating from the other side so that we can also do it to ourselves. Because in Namibia here, our profession is too small. But when you look at the eating plan, it's very bad. You understand? So people eat the same food. Let me say, like, when it comes to, like when you say meat, the body, okay, like if you come to my restaurant, you can't eat meat without pap. So we give you semo, call this one Tamega pap, and then vegetable, and then stew. So we don't do braai, we don't do hard meat. Do you understand? So because it's that the body needs to digest in a smoothie way. So the body needs now 3 body composition. So that's why now you need, especially men, they need more veggie. You can't eat pap and meat. You need to eat pap, vegetable meat, pap, vegetable fish, pap, vegetable chicken. You need to change your eating plan.
May I supplement tap water with traditional brew, like ombike?
Okay, when it comes to traditional drinks, that's what makes me very angry also. We have sorghum, which is called iriavala. In Namibia, we are more making it traditional drinks. But if you go to Botswana, they are making it as a pap, which is called mabele. But when you look in our country now, it's the same food that those people are having. It's only that us were not told about food.
And that's what makes you angry?
That makes me very angry. It makes me very angry because if you hear now this week, people are talking about Namibia is becoming low middle income when it comes to finances. In our country, it's like people are taking from us. The money need to generate from you to me. Imagine like when you ask me about traditional brew, like sorghum. When you look at sorghum, people are buying it in Botswana as mabele, but we have our own here. Do you understand? The same mabele that you are buying from Botswana is the same thing that you are having here. It's only that we were not told about it. So like sorghum, you can make soft porridge, you can make pap. The color is red, even though it's come white, gold, but it's the same thing in Botswana, it's the same thing in Zimbabwe. So what we need to do, we just need to educate people about food and what, let me say like this one. This one, the Nigerian, they call it akara. Do you understand? So it's the same beans that we have in Namibia, but us, even kids, they do not know these things. And these are food for brain.
And that makes you very angry.
Yeah, it's making me very angry because
thank you very much
everybody's just buying bread. But we can make our own food. Like this one, you can make it a bread.
And fat cook.
And make it fat cake.
Yeah.
You understand?
Madam Albertina, thank you so much for your... Are you still very angry?
No, I'm just angry because I tried with this business. I came a long way since 2012, and I've been trying with the Ministry of Health. But then it's the same person that is working for nutrition. You try like, come, let's venture.
Please don't stop trying, Madam Albertina. Thank you very much for your time and thank you for sharing these beautiful insights. We appreciate you and may your restaurant grow from strength to strength. As we know, Tamega is only starting.
Yeah,
so now it's thriving.
It means start eating breakfast, start drinking water in the right way.
But now we have to stop.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.